How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 15 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Hills of Tuscany. And where we last left off, we ended up making several silage bales over on our two grass fields, and we ended up harvesting all the rye that was here on this field. What do we got going on today? Well, we've got a fair bit going on today, actually. We've got to get this field back up and running. We've got to get something planted in its place, and we've got some kind of things that we've got to work out because we're starting to get a lot of product just kind of built up here at the farm that isn't really serving a purpose other than just sitting around. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do with the rye that we pulled from this field. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with the greenhouses and the products that's produced up until this point, because there's actually quite a bit of product up there that I can get rid of. And I've got an abundance of wool here on the farm, and I've got to figure out something to do with that. So I've got a lot of things to deal with, but first I'm here at the field. I have got to get all this field mulched and ready to take a new product. But at the same time, I also have to figure out a new situation that kind of cropped up. The seeder that I have is not a direct drill. The problem is that because it's not a direct drill, I don't have a cultivator or anything that'll do any shallow cultivation that will just kind of come back in and do and take its place. And the way that things kind of work is I want to disturb the land as little as possible. I've plowed before this most recent harvest, and I don't want to keep plowing and plowing and plowing and digging up and digging up and digging up the dirt and really kind of destroying everything that's underneath this kind of really nice hardy bed of soil, and just start digging up all these massive stones and all this. It's gonna be a nightmare if I keep doing that. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is figure out some kind of thing that will allow me to do direct drilling. I don't think that the seeder that I have anymore is going to be any good to me anymore. So I'm going to have to figure out something at this point. But that is future Dave's issue, current Dave's issue, mulching. So let's do this. So as you can see here, we've got the mulcher already dug out and working. And we're just going to kind of follow the outer perimeter of this field so we can give us a good kind of boundary to work with. And you can see the field is already growing weeds. We are in August, by the way, as you can see up in the upper right hand corner there. So we have skipped ahead a little ways, and as you saw at the very beginning, we completed a couple harvesting contracts behind the scenes. There's 3 additional harvesting contracts that we were able to take on. We ended up doing them in the background, and now we are here in the not most current month, but we're here in the month of August. So, like I said, we've got a lot of decisions to make, and it's gonna be crucial that we really make the right decisions, because I think that in the end, we're building towards something, and I've got a few ideas as to how I want to kind of build the farm up as to the kind of products that we can do and take on. But the problem is that, well, first problem, as I mentioned before, we're kind of lacking the ability to actually plow, or I'm sorry, to seed anything into this field right now. There's nothing I can do because I don't have a direct drill, and because I don't have a direct drill, there's nothing I can do. I would have to either go and lease a cultivator, in which case I'm going to dig up stones, which means I'm going to have to then deal with the stones after that's all said and done. I'd much rather try and address the uh, the cedar situation in some way. So I don't know. Maybe we'll end up leasing a new cedar or something. But then we've got to figure out what kind of product we can put into the ground. And on top of this, after we get this kind of all mulched and ready to go, we then have to worry about what product is going to go in to this field after everything's said and done. So there's so many things that we've got to work out, so many things that we kind of have to think and be maybe one or two steps ahead of where we are right now. And it's kind of one of those that it's getting a little stressful. But we'll figure it out. We'll kind of think things through as we're, mulching along here, and as we think things out, we'll figure it all out. When everything's said and done, we will figure everything out. But I will go ahead and cut us out here to finish out this field, and as soon as I'm done with this field, I will go ahead and bring us back in to do the liming, because that's the next step. So we'll see you once we're done with this. Alright, so I am on my last couple of passes here. Went very smoothly, was able to get this whole field pretty much mulched in no time flat. And there we go. Let's go ahead and fold this. And go put it away. And now what we need to do is grab the spreader right over here. Let's go ahead and back this here. Perfect. Hook up to that. Open that. And now we need to grab the telehandler right there. Turn that off for right now. Grab the telehandler. We need to grab a couple of bags of lime, but we only have the one bag. Well, let's open that. Alright, so if that's the case, if we only have the one bag, then we're likely going to have to make a trip up to the store. Oh, come on. Okay, let's get this in. Okay. Oops. Alright, let's see how far this will take us in the field. Likely we're going to have to run up to the shop and get more. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this back where we got it. And now let's go hit this field real fast. So, oof, 2,000, shy of 2,000 liters. So I'm likely going to have to make a trip. Okay, let's go ahead and spread this out. Well, I may be wrong. We might have enough. But of course, now that I said that, I probably jinxed it and... let's see. Let's see how far we can get. Get to that edge there. Cut back. No, I think we're gonna have enough. I'm I mean, I'm not having to put down a whole ton because it was limed freshly from the last harvest, so that makes sense that I'm not having to use a whole bunch to get it back up to par, but it's one of those that, yeah, I hardly used any at all. That's, you know what? I'm not going to complain at all. Because, yeah, that's one less trip. And just like that, we're done. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, hey, there's a pole there. Okay, now... So we only used up for that whole field, like... What's it, like 500 liters? Give or take? Let's go ahead and unload that there. Ooh, that was way out there. There we go. Okay, so now that that is all taken care of, I need... Ooh, that's... I need to address the cedar situation. So let's go ahead and take this up to the shop. Ooh, and we've got some seed in here, so let's go ahead and drop that off too. Put that right there. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and head back up to the shop, and I need to figure out what I can do from here to be able to not only be able to purchase something new, but be able to afford something new, because $74,000, I don't have a lot of money. I mean, I do have some product that I could offload and get rid of. You know what? I'll think it over, and as soon as I get up to the shop, hopefully I'll have something kind of figured out from there. So, wish me luck. I'll meet you up there. Alright, so I'm pulling up here to the shop. I'm going to go ahead and get up to this bay here, and on my way up here, it just kind of dawned on me that I could technically use this set of equipment, because this piece of equipment right up here is actually a power harrow. So it would till up the land, and it would allow me to use this whole setup here. But again, we're gonna deal with stones, we're gonna deal with all this additional stuff, and ground disturbance, and it's going to affect things down the line. I don't want to have to deal with that. I would much rather have a direct drill where it's just planting over it and we're done, and that'll save me one piece of equipment for now to have to invest into, whether it's a stone pick or whatever, and worry about what's going to be coming next in the whole process, which is going to be weeding. There's going to be weeds in my field after this, so I've got to figure out some kind of way to manage that. So we'll see how that all goes. But they want 774 to repair, and then to repaint, repair, repaint. Oof. Well, alright, well, 34,000, so we made, yeah, a little bit of money off of that. But now it's time to figure out what we can do with a new seeder. So let's go ahead and back out of the bay here. And I'm gonna see what they have to offer, because we need something. We'll see in a little bit. Okay, so we ended up buying a new seeder. And it goes really well with the New Holland. It's a Kokerling. Very, very nice cedar. This will basically double our working width. It does work as uh, a direct drill, so I don't have to worry about plowing or cultivating or anything like that. I can just go right over the old growth, the old stubble that's there, and be able to just zip it in and be done. We're be very, very nice, and it's going to save us some steps. So I'm going to go ahead and get this back to the farm. Oof, that is a dirty, dirty tractor. I need to clean that. But once I get back to the farm, I will go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do about planting. I might not even be in a good month to plant anything. So I got some more decisions to make, but we'll see you over there. Pulling into the farm here. Ay, 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 what am I doing? Pulling into the farm here, I'm going to go ahead and load up what seed I have. It's not a lot, but we'll see how much and how far that gets us. So that's the lime right there. Let's go ahead and unroll this. We need to go grab the telehandler so we can load it in. Let's see, and I have no more seed. Okay, that's fine. I wish it would have dawned on me before I left. I could have grabbed more seed before coming back. But it is what it is. So let's go ahead and let's widen that out a bit. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. So now, let's close up the cover there. And now we need to make a decision. What can we grow right now? We're pretty much right at the peak of summer here in August. We could do poplar grass, oilseed radish, alfalfa. You know what? That might not be a bad thing to grow, is some alfalfa. Huh. You know what? Let's do that. Let's grow some alfalfa. Let's see. Unfold this. Now, like I said, the nice thing about this is you basically double their working width. Oh yeah, look at that. We're able to lay in all the product that we want without having to previously cultivate, plow, or anything like that. We can just rip it right back into the ground. We don't have to disturb the soil as much as we did the first time around. Let's see. And it doesn't look like we're using that much seed either, which is really nice. We might actually be able to get through this whole field without using up all the seed. Man, I am just really lucking out tonight. But, of course, I may have spoke too soon again, but I got really lucky with the lime that I didn't hardly use any on that. And I absolutely love that our cedar is no longer 3 meters wide, but rather 6 meters wide. So we doubled our working width, which means we're going to get more passes. We're going to get more done in less passes, and just fantastic. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Let's pull around over here. Okay. So far, so good. Finish kind of our most outer pass. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now at this point... Oh, no, I missed some. Let's try it again. There we go. Now we're talking. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut us out from here, and I will bring us back in as soon as we're done seeding this field. We'll see you in a while. Getting ready to hit this last little chunk here. And just like that, the alfalfa is now planted, and we still have 600 liters to spare. Shocked. I am absolutely floored we were able to get through that entire field without having to refill. I'm extremely happy about that. So let's go ahead and put our new cedar in its home, just like that. And let's see. What might not be a bad idea... Oh, you know what? We have more lime up here, too. Might not be a bad idea is to get a sprayer of some kind. Lease out a sprayer, because we're probably going to have to deal with weeds, too. Yep, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Because we've got some liquid fertilizer. We might as well utilize what we got. So I'm going to run up to the shop there. I'll lease a sprayer of some sort, and I will be right back to the farm. We'll meet you back here. Alright, so I'm approaching the farm, as you can see, and I thought I did a really good job. I've got the Hardy rear sprayer and front tank. Was thinking, oh yeah, this is a really good acquisition here, because not only do I have the sprayer here, but I figured, oh, this would be perfect when it comes time to weed. I got a additional feature on this one where it also includes the spot and spray technology, so it will detect when weeds are underneath. It would just be perfect. I'd be able to use this for fertilizing here. I'll keep it until next month when I start seeing some weeds and be able to get rid of them right away. But then it occurred to me, alfalfa is a grass. I don't know if I'm going to experience any weeds. So we're going to deal with the fertilizing first, and then after we deal with the fertilizing, we'll figure out whether or not that is going to be a thing. So let's see. Go ahead and load this up. And the rear. Okay, perfect. So here, let's turn off And let's go ahead and deal with this. But I'll be able to tell you right away if weeds are going to be of a concern. Because I might have just wasted some extra money. Yeah, and I wasted money. And I need to roll the field. But, ooh. Nitrogen is way low. So, this... I'm curious as to how much this is going to... Oh. No, that can't be right. There we go. Okay. That seems better. I mean, not better, but you know what I mean. Okay. Whew. I wasn't seeing too much of a texture change. Okay, but I can see the shine now, so that's okay. Did I? Okay. So there we go. This'll work out. I am using a fair bit of product, but I think it'll be okay. We'll see how everything kind of plays out. I've already used one whole drum into this setup, so we'll see if we're able to actually utilize it. Well, that is the good thing about this spot spray technology, is you can see how as I kind of hang over the side of the field there, it is shutting off some nozzles because I am not on the field. So yeah, see how it just automatically turns off the jets and it's saving me fertilizer, so that's good. I will I'll say that that was worth the additional cost. So yeah, that I am oops. That I am absolutely happy about. Oh yeah, you can see it from this direction way better. You can't see the spray as easy as you could before, but it is working and I'm happy about that. And again, it looks like we're going to be able to get through this whole job with just the product that we had. So I think all in all, I think that's all right. Let's see. So yeah, after the first kind of pass here, you can see that this is getting a lot of work done and not using a ton of fertilizer, so I'm pretty happy with this. You know what? I'll just come right out and say it. I'm not just pretty happy with this. I'm thrilled with this. And even though, yeah, I'm not going to need it for weeds, that's okay. It's okay. Because look at this. See how it's shutting down all the sprayers that we don't need? And it's only spraying the area of the field that we do. That's awesome. I can be okay with that. We spent what, $2,000 extra to lease it with this as an option, but oh, it looks like I missed some back here. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, about $2,000 as an additional option to lease, and wait a minute, what's happening? What? Huh, okay. Not quite sure what happened there. I'm not quite sure what happened here either. And there we go. That's all done and taken care of. So now we just need to roll the field and it'll be good to go. I am happy about that. You can see it's, yeah, registering perfect. So once we roll this, this will be good. Now let's go unload what we got here. Let's see, let's go with that. Okay. I'm going to head back up to the... Actually, do I have a roller? I don't think I do. I have the mulcher there, but I don't have a roller. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to head back up to the shop and pick up a roller. I will be right back to the farm with it. Meet you in a little while. And I'm back at the farm. Got a nice roller. Should be able to make quick work of this field. But with all this leasing, money's going down. I'm going to have to figure out something quick to help get our finances under control, because not only do I have to worry about my finances, but we also have to worry about the vineyard too. The vineyard is very quickly approaching, you know, harvest time, so we're going to have some funds available to be able to deal with that. Leasing the equipment to rent the harvesters, and, or I'm sorry, having the funds available to lease the harvesters and all the subsequent other things that we will need. It's gonna be a pretty penny when everything's said and done. So, oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. So like we've been doing here, we're just going to make our way around the entirety of the field, the most outer edge. Then we'll just keep bringing it in until we get everything all covered. There we go. Drop that down. I wasn't quite sure how this roller was going to work out, but you know what? I'm actually really, really liking it. It's got a good working width to it. It's not terribly expensive. I think it was like $3 grand to lease. Oops. There we go. But it's got a real good size working with. We're able to, again, more work, less passes equals happy Dave. So, yeah, that's bigger equipment that we can get a hold of, and the less amount of work that needs to be done. That makes for a good day. Let's see. go. Just keep following the outer edge here. Perfect. Looking good. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut us out, and I will bring us back in as soon as we're done with the rolling of this field. And then that means that this field will be 100% done. We won't have anything else left to do for it. All we'll have to do is wait for it to grow. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, like I said, I'm going to cut us out, and I'll bring us back in as soon as we finish this. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, going to be passing over the last area of the field. Perfect. That is all done. We can go ahead and fold this away now and take this back up to the shop. We then need to... Whoa there. Holy smokes. Came down a little aggressive from that field. Whew. Let's see. So from here, what I need to do is work on getting products sold, because we have $46,000 after all that's said and done. And yeah, it's going to be one of those where money is an issue, but we still need to start, spending money to make money kind of situations as well. So need to kind of figure out what I can do at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and return this really fast, come back here, and then we're going to start figuring out what kind of products we can live without and start selling. Back here in a little bit. So I'm back here at the farm. I'm going to go ahead and park the tractor, and then I'm going to take kind of a inventory of what we have available to us and figure out where we can go from here. We've got kind of a mess to clean up in the yard here too, but we'll worry about that here in a little bit, because we got a bunch of stuff still left to do. There we go. So now we can head over to the silo here. Let's take a look what we got. Alright, 38,000 liters of rye. We've got corn, barley, sorghum, wheat, and oats. So the oats, sorghum, barley, corn, and rye, all of those I could theoretically sell. I want to hang on to the wheat because of the chickens, or really I could hang on to... let me think. Let's see. Yeah, I think... Well, we have some eggs we can get rid of too. We might end up doing that too. We might keep the barley for the chickens. Actually, you know what? No. Because the chickens are full. The pen is full. Yes, it is full. So I could keep the wheat, get rid of the barley, and just sell everything off. Alright, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and sell off everything except except the wheat. That should be more than enough to be able to keep the chickens for quite some time. And everything else can go. And we'll figure out what to do from there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I could load up my van. Let's do that. Let's see. I not able to load up the van? Oh, wait. There it is. Okay. We'll start out with the rye. Perfect. And where can I sell rye? Right here. Looks like the farmer's market. Yeah, it looks like the farmer's market will take it. So let's go ahead and go up to that. Okay. We'll head over there. See you when I get there. Or you know what I could do is I could pull the trailer. Yeah. Let's do that. Why not? I think this will work. I don't know. I hope it'll work. Might be a little bit too heavy for the van to pull. Let's just load it in. Oh, okay, well that's not what I wanted to have happen. Well, shoot. Okay, well, not a big deal. I'm going to head up to the farmer's market. I'm going to sell off everything I have. And then I'll come back to the farm, I guess, and just drop the trailer off if that's the case. I can't use them kind of in tandem. Whoa, there. Then, yeah, might as well just use what I have. So I will go ahead and see you up there once we get there. So I know it looks like I'm in my New Holland. I know it looks like that I left you driving my van. And for the keen observer, you'd be right. Yeah, I did not realize, but on my way over here, the van was filling up the trailer, slowly but surely. And just like any good disaster movie, the tension builds up slowly. It gains and gains and gains until finally it crests over the hill, and then boom, disaster strikes. And that is what happened to me. I was about quarter of the way over to this location with the van, and then all of a sudden I started doing wheelies and had no control over where I was going or what was happening. And hitting the brakes with a near fully loaded trailer, a 57% full trailer, that was interesting to say the least, because I had two wheels on the ground, hence two brakes that were actually working. Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight. So let's go ahead and sell this off. Had to go and disconnect from the trailer. After disconnecting from the trailer, just brought the van up here, grabbed my tractor from the farm, brought it up here after we grabbed the trailer, of course. And there we go. $7,800 worth of product. Look out, dear. And now we're going to send this back to the farm. Let's see. Go ahead and right about here. Nope. Still no. Okay, now Fire the van up, and we can sell off the rest of the rye. There we go. Okay, okay. I can live with that. Well, now I need to go back to the farm and pick up all the rest of the products and kind of see where I can get to. We'll cut you back in as soon as I'm done. We'll see you in a little while. Alright, so I'm just getting back from my last trip, and as you can see, the money has gone up quite a bit. We're up to almost $90,000, and it is at this point... Actually, you know what? I don't know why I came here to park. Is at this point, I've got to figure out some things around the farm. Actually, you know what? I've got one more thing I could sell, and that's the eggs here. Let's go ahead and sell those off, because why not? And let's see, where can I take those? Looks like 0 km. Perfect. So let's go ahead and load these up real quick. Can I not load them in? Oops. There we go, close enough. It's just slightly too heavy from what it looks like. So what I need to do is go grab the telehandler. Let's grab that, hop the fence, come through here. And around the back side, load up those eggs, we'll take them up, and then we have to deal with the wool. There we go. So 932 liters plus 500, that's already in there. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pull this off to the side. Park this under... Well, no, we'll park this over here because we still got a bunch of stuff to take care of over here. But now we can take the van, go over to the 0 km, which is where it was selling for the highest. We'll make whatever little bit we can with this, and then we'll deal with the wool. I will go ahead and bring us back in as soon as we get out there. Alright, pulling into the 0 km. Perfect. Excellent. And now we've got to deal with the wool from the sheep. But I've been thinking, we've got some money, and we could purchase a spinnery right here. I think this is $60,000. It is $60,000. Now, if I were to sell the wool as it is right now, the most I'd see out of it is 1,664 liters. Sorry, $1,664 per 1,000 liters. I've got about 6,000 liters, give or take, and I could see as high as 2,381. But if I buy this and turn it into fabric, I could get prices as high as $6,700 or as low as $4,000. So even if I was selling it at the worst possible time in September, I would still be making $2,000 per 1,000 liters more than if I was selling at the highs for wool. I think that just makes sense. It's going to leave me short again, but I think that's going to be for the best. I really do. I think that's going to be, when everything's said and done, I think it's going to be better. So let's go ahead and grab the van, and we will go ahead and grab the wool from the farm. And that way all we have to do from there is bring it back over here. So I will jet over there real quick. I'll meet you over there. So I'm pulling up to the farm right here. Whoa, going in too quickly. Now let's go ahead and grab all that wool. We'll load it right into the van. Yep, right here. There's the wool right there. Now let's see. So we're just loading this all up in there. And then we'll take this over the spinnery and should be really kind of in a good spot with this. I hope, at least. Let's see. Let's grab anything. Oh, there's another full pallet and then some. Glad I checked over here. Oof. There we go. Coming in from the side. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and close this. Look at that. 7,100 liters. That is not too bad. So I think it's going at from a 2-to-1 value. So that means I'll get half of what I have now in fabric. So that's going to be roughly, what is that, 3,500 liters of fabric. So yeah, I think that's going to work out very nicely. And then the spinnery is right over there. It's just down the road from where my farm is, which is really nice. So let's see. Pull in around this side here. There we go. Perfect. So the wool's in there. And it should be processing. Let's see. So we'll get about 720 liters a month. That's about what I'm off the top of my, is that right? Yeah, 720 liters a month. So not quite a full pallet per month. Pretty darn close. But I think that's going to be a good place to leave this episode. We got quite a bit accomplished. We got the field fully planted with alfalfa. We got a new production site here. We got a bunch of stuff sold. Might have to consider trying to sell some more stuff because 32,000 doesn't look all that great. But yeah, so it's kind of leaves me feeling a little nervous. 32,000. Oof. Hopefully nothing bad comes up between now and then. And well, shoot, that's something I didn't think about. I mentioned it earlier, but didn't retain it. It's gonna be grape harvesting season very, very soon. As a matter of fact, no, wait, what am I looking at here? Oh, next month is grape harvesting season. What is the what does my friend's fields look like? Oh, and it looks like it's going to be ready to harvest come next month. Oh, man. Whoops, where am I going? I'm going to have to figure out something. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged in this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.